Oh, my God. Honestly. Honest. I mean, I should be used to it, really. Every Chelsea fan should be used to it. But every time it happens, you do go... I mean, it's not a massive surprise.
What do you mean it's not a massive surprise?
No, it's not.
It is a surprise.
No, it's not, actually.
It is.
No, I'll tell you why it's not. Because if you followed... Look, I listen to a lot of the podcasts, Chelsea podcasts. If you listen to Pochettino's post-match pressers and before... He did say the other day, and alluded to it, it might not be the owner's choice whether I stay. Which he then... There was a couple of strange comments that you don't expect to come from a manager. And even though it's quite shocking when you see the news come in, and the office was literally... As soon as I was here when the news broke, literally...
Of course you were.
There was a hive of activity.
Was there actually people in the office today?
There was at 10 to 7 or 5 to 7, whenever it broke. And I was speaking to Dean Ashton and Hugh Wisencroft, literally about it, saying that... Look, the language between the owner and, the owners have said nothing. Pochettino's language was leaving everyone guessing. There was no concrete evidence to suggest that Mopo would be there next season, other than the fact he had a contract. That was the only thing to suggest. But they had a 2-year contract. Apparently, there's going to review it at the end of the season. I think the owners have made their mind up 5-6 weeks ago.
But why though? On what basis? How can you make your mind up 5-6 weeks ago? The team's actually playing some decent football.
Yes,
you're winning games. You finished the season really strong.
It ain't football reasons though.
What reasons are it then?
Because from what we know, just couldn't get on board. He wants more control of the transfers. Wants a bigger say, and I'm guessing that means in and out. So if he's hearing that maybe Chalobah's going, and there's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumours about Trevor, who's been brilliant last 5-6 weeks since he's come in. He's been as consistent as anyone. And this is another reason why Tuchel left. Again, the project, either you're on board with it. If you're not fully supportive, then that's why it can't be football reasons, can it? It can't be. If that's why 6 weeks ago, if it was football reasons, Chelsea were languishing 8th. Looked like we're going to finish behind Newcastle,
yes,
and Man United, and that's changed. And we actually had a very good end to the season. Finished 6th.
It's a bit of a joke, though, your football club, isn't
it?
This Todd Boehly was meant to come in and settle the ship and go in a direction of stability and have managers in where you build and have a project. I mean, there's not been a project at Chelsea Football Club, has there?
No.
And you haven't even won anything. No. I mean, you can accept it with Roman Abramovich's era because he was winning trophies every season. Manager weren't good enough. Boom, see you later. Tuchel win Champions League. What's this about? What's going on?
It feels very similar actually to the ruthlessness of what's happened and the decision making. It is Romanesque, the way they've gone about it. If you're not fit, if you don't fit, out you go. And I'm disappointed to see him go. I felt that there was more to come.
Yeah.
But if he didn't. I get the feeling he'd want to be there as much as... It's the mutual consent. It feels mutual consent. Some of you look at it, you go, nah, he's been sacked. I'm not sure that's the case here. I think it kind of suits Poch as much as it suits the owners that wherever direction the club's going. And I think he done, in the hand that he was dealt, this season, there's been a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Huge amount of moving parts. New players coming in. A lot of money spent on a young squad. A lot of experience left in the last 12 months before. Jorginho left. Aspilicueta, a skipper, left. Kovacic left. There's a lot of experienced players there. And there have been performances this season where you've missed those players. There's been games where you felt that we've really missed that experience. But I think overall, he's done a good job. 6th. I think that's good compared. Got to a final, got to a semi-final, and 3 points behind Spurs who've had the greatest season in the last decade, and we finished 3 points behind you.
Just because as soon as the violin comes out, you go straight for Spurs.
Damn right.
No,
it's true.
Just talk about your football club.
No, what I'm saying is,
your football club's in the mud again.
Yeah, but do you know what? Something exciting about it.
There's nothing exciting about it. You've just had a manager who's got a group of players all of a sudden playing some decent football, and he's gone.
Yep. Well, look, that's what football is. I had a Chelsea fan phone up the other day, earlier today, saying he's shocked at this. I'm like, you've had 2 decades of this. This is what happens. This is at Chelsea. As a Chelsea fan, and I'm not. It's surprised is not the right word, but when it comes in, you go, "Oh my God, here we go again." But it's difficult to put my finger on exactly why. But it feels this is non-footballing reasons, unless they made their mind up 5-6 weeks ago when he was struggling a little bit. We were languishing 8th, 9th, mid-table.
What about Thomas Tuchel? I mean, we've had this chat, and you said it on air. You just don't see it happening.
No, because
there is concrete, chats of him coming back to the football club.
I'll be stunned, but not surprised. Because it's Chelsea and it's football. I just can't see that because Tuchel is the same man. The club has the same ideas about where they want to move forward. The same thing. Nothing has changed.
No, but the fans love Tuchel, didn't they?
Yeah, well, that's going to be the owners now. Who do they bring in? Is it... I mean, Jose's name's mentioned.
Would you have him back?
I can't see it, Jay.
Why?
I just can't, mate.
Oh, I'd love the Jose back.
No, it would be hilarious for everyone else, and it'd be brilliant for 12 months. But you know what would happen. You know that I've read this book. I've seen this film.
I know, but
I know how it ends.
But when Todd Boehly come in, Jose was like, "No, that's never going to happen again. We're going down a project of managers and building." Yeah. I mean, you've had 3 managers since he's come in. 4 managers.
One every 6 months.
So you might as well bring Jose in for 12 months. Might win something.
No, and Jose would come back. I don't doubt that Jose's ego.
Of course he would.
That he would love to come. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Of course he would.
And there's a huge amount of Chelsea fans that would love him back. I just don't see, for the good of the club, how that Jose's managerial style, and you look back at who he has been, him with younger players. That's not really what he does.
No.
Does he?
He wants ready-mades.
He does want ready-mades, and this Chelsea squad is far from ready-made.
Mm.
I'm sad to see Poch go. I thought he'd done a good enough job to warrant next year, but if he's not on board and he feels as though, look, again, we're speculating. From what we know, it looks very certain, I don't know for a fact, that Connor's going to leave.
Really?
And Trevor Challer's going to leave. Yes, that's...
The captain leaving?
Yes. Yeah, a little bit like Mace did last year. It feels that is what's going to...
If I was Spurs, I'd be straight on the phone.
Well, they are. Spurs are interested.
I'd take him.
I think Villa...
We don't really do business with Chelsea, though, do we? It's not often we do.
Well,
I'd take Conor Gallagher. I love his work rate.
Well, I think
I love his mentality.
Well, he looks like he could well be. I don't know any more than I read in the papers what you guys read. But, here we go again at Chelsea.
Who do you want as manager?
I actually don't know yet, mate. I
don't know.
I don't... Well, he only just got sacked 10 minutes ago.
Right, yeah, he's your club.
Yeah, I don't... Kieran McKenna worries me. That worries me. He's done a brilliant job.
That's a big step up.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. De Zerbi, he's Brighton. Why not? Got half a Brighton squad there. Why not? Who's the guy over at Sporting Lisbon that was leading? He's Amarin. His name has been linked with the job. I don't know, mate. With the next 24, 40 hours, we might find out a little bit more, but I don't know. The simple answer is, mate, I don't know.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.